so excited to be here with Miss Universe and Miss USA. Tell us about your journey this year.
Oh, it's been a complete whirlwind for me. I'm about halfway through my reign, and of course I have a new sister in Cheslie. She's our new Miss USA who's going to compete sometime at the end of this year. And to be a part of the sisterhood and the organization that is Miss Universe and really pursue my passion, which is being a charitable spokesperson, it's very, very fulfilling work. So I can say I have one of the best jobs in the world.
And how is your journey so far?
It's been incredible. I'm like, a month and a half in, and it's been a whirlwind the entire time. We had several weeks of media that we did. I got to go home for my homecoming and celebrate with all the people that supported me, and then come back and now be here at the NHL Awards. It's incredible.
Girls, how do you feel to represent beauty around the world? Especially, what message would you like to tell to women?
I really think it's in showing that women can be more than one thing. Like for me, for example, I'm not only a title holder, but I'm also a Filipina, and I'm passionate about the arts, about music, about charity work, and especially in education and HIV and AIDS. So I think it's really demonstrating and showing through our character and what we do in this position that women can be more than one thing, and it's up to us to really be that vessel to speak about what we're passionate about. Because being a title holder is not all about your beauty, and that's what we represent. We have so much to say, and that's what each of us are doing in our respective lives.
Tell us about the charity work that you do in your country. It is beautiful. Congratulations.
Thank you. I work a lot in education and giving access to quality education to children that don't have who live in very poor areas. It's a huge problem there, and to be able to just give them access to that, to initiate their love for learning at a very young age, to hopefully break the cycle of poverty. And then on the other cause that I work in greatly in the Philippines is HIV and AIDS awareness, treatment, and support. Out of our Southeast Asian counterparts, the Philippines has some of the highest rates for HIV still, and it shouldn't be a problem that's persisting in 2019. So I do a lot of work telling people to get tested and also offering support to community organizations there that are doing great work.
And this is for both. How do you feel to be here at the awards?
It's a huge honor, my first NHL Awards, and coming into it, I don't know a lot about hockey because, of course, coming from the Philippines, we don't even have winter, so it's a great learning experience for me. I've only seen one hockey game live, and that was at Madison Square Garden in our home place of New York. So being able to see the nation's best be recognized for their outstanding achievements tonight is a great, great opportunity.
I feel the exact same way. I'm still looking forward to seeing a Rangers game, so I'm excited to do that. And I'm a big Carolina Hurricanes fan since I'm from North Carolina, so I'm excited to really see people from my home state be out here and represent at the NHL Awards.
What would you like to tell people who want to participate in Miss Universe and Miss USA? What is working for you? What is the key to be successful?
For me, it was really finding a purpose in it all, because out of the 95 women that compete in Miss Universe or the 50 that compete in the Philippines, only one woman gets to realize the dream of going on to win that title. So it has to be about something more than the crown. And for me, it was really pushing an awareness about my charitable causes that gave me a purpose to what I was doing. And I feel it's really key for women to find what that is for them, whether it be for a charity or their family or for personal development or experience. That way, no matter what happens, you will have gained something from the experience, and I think that's really important.
I wholeheartedly agree, because the same goes for competing at Miss USA. There are 50 states in the District of Columbia that compete every year. But I think what's most important is to have a sense of introspection before you compete and know what you're about, know what your journey is and what your passion is. Because I think you can accomplish a great deal even if you don't win. And so knowing that, having a sense of self before you get into it and being confident about that is what's going to help you the most.
I would like to talk about the dress that you wore for Miss Universe. The red
It was
one.
amazing.
Was your mother inspired the volcano?
Yes.
Tell us about the story. Beautiful, by the way.
Thank you. So it all started from my mom. When I was 13 years old, she had a dream that I was Miss Universe with a red dress. And at the time, as a teenager, I was like, okay, Mom. I didn't really have any interest in pageants at the time. But when I was deciding for the color to compete in Miss Universe, I told myself it must be red, because I remembered my mom telling me that. And then it became an ode to her hometown in the Philippines. And she's from a place that is home to the Mount Mayon volcano, which is not a dormant, it's an active volcano, and it's in the shape of a perfect cone. So it's a national landmark for us in the Philippines. So my dress was inspired by the lava.
Now that you have been traveling around the world with Miss Universe, what do you like about countries and what are you learning so far about everything?
I'm love experiencing different cultures and how different people are molded from their societies and their communities around them, because it's really more understanding that each and every person needs. Especially when you see what's happening in the news, a lot of the source of all that conflict is not understanding each other, and being able to experience different cultures, the way people live their lives and what they value in their community and in themselves and in their families is very eye-opening. So as a spokesperson to a global audience, as a Miss Universe, it really enriches me and my character and my experience to be able to talk about topics and also be mindful of what are all the potential sides that need to be validated.
What about you? Your journey is about to get started. So what are you're going to be traveling? What do you think about it? Miss Universe coming up also. So how are you getting ready?
Oh, well, one of the things that I get to do is design my own dress for Sherry Hill. I'm wearing a Sherry Hill dress today. Yeah. So I'll have a prelims gown and a finals gown. So I've started designing those, and I'm really excited to see how they turn out. So a lot of that, I'm going to have to get back in shape. I've been eating desserts every day since Miss USA. And so at some point in time, I've got to get back on my regular diet, nutrition, and workout regimen. I'm excited to do that. Beyond that, we've got on-stage question and interview at Miss Universe. So I'll be practicing, making sure that I'm aware of not only current events, but what's happening worldwide. I'm looking forward to it.
2 more questions.
Yes.
Could you do the walk that you do in Miss Universe? 360 degrees?
Oh, do it!
I'm so excited. Yes.
Perfect. And then one more thing. You guys going to be presenting an award tonight.
Yes.
How do you feel to present that and to be in front of everybody, the best of the NHL?
Oh, it's amazing to be part of such a prestigious event, let alone presenting an award together.
Yes.
It's one of our first things that we're doing as in the sisterhood, so it's really, really cool. And we're presenting the Norris Trophy, which of course highlights the role of defense, which is a very important
So
position.
you
in
have
hockey.
been living in the U.S. and New York, and so you guys sharing.
Yes, we're helping.
Yes. New York, living and being in the U.S.
Oh, I love it. Like everyone dreams about being in New York City because it has a whole energy of its own. And what I love is that you can walk down the street and see people from every part of the world speaking every language, and it's so diverse and it's so inspiring as a creative. And I love it. I love being in New York.
You guys, successful women, let's say a message to women to believe in their dreams. Let's invite them.
I think there's a quote that, the people who do best are the people who believe in the beauty of their dreams. And I think it's important to know that, it's possible for you. And there are groundbreaking, earth-shattering people who do great things in society, but it's because they believed in themselves and they knew that they had something to say and they wanted something to change, and they just went out there and decided to do it.
And for me, it's like if you have a dream, it's there for a reason. I really believe when you have a dream, it's placed in your heart for a reason. So go after it. Not only believe in yourself, but find people who believe in you too and make a support group out of that, because it's always important. Neither of us did what we did alone. There were people behind us supporting us, so that's important. Surround yourself with the right people and go after that dream. You never know unless you try.
You guys are amazing. So now we're going to say hello to San Francisco, California.
Hi, San Francisco.